really quickly just so I can.
We got it recorded.
We got a recording.
Oh,
All right.
awesome.
Awesome. Alrighty. See if I can get this out the way. All right, perfect. All right, so tonight's agenda, we're going to go over what is the challenge, what is F45 for the new members that are in the Zoom call. It doesn't really know what F45 stands for. How to measure success. Small victories always count in my book. How to go over the phases and the meals. The most important thing is the challenge app. The challenge app will save your life. It will pretty much answer any questions that you may need. How to maximize results. Before and after pictures, our body scans, cost and registration, and last but not least, the challenges and prizes. Okay, so let's get started. So what is the challenge? So F45 does a challenge at least 4 times a year, and the goal is just to keep people in optimal shape. Okay, 4 times a year, and then you have maintenance phases in between. So right now we're in a maintenance phase, and the maintenance phase is just maintaining that current weight that you have. Okay, so the challenge consists of, there we go. So it's an 8-week program. You have daily meals. You have 3 main meals, 2 snacks. It also comes with recipes and a shopping list. Okay, have a 45-point accountability and goal tracking system. That is all in the F45 challenge app. Nutrition information, blogs, emails, and videos. We will not have a team leader, but we will have the Facebook private group message. All right, so last time, for those who did the challenge last time, we did break it off into 2 different teams. Had coaches over one team, the other coaches over the other team. But today, this time, we're just going to try to keep it real simple, try to keep everybody in a nice Facebook group. That way, if we have certain questions and somebody can start a thread, and then we can all participate in answering that thread. And that way, we can also keep each other accountable. Okay, I just feel like that'll be a little bit more easier than the group me like we did last time. Okay. All right, so let's get, what is F45? All right, so the F stands for functional, which is just training the body to move. All right, 45 stands for 45 minutes workouts. Okay. All right, so it is a HIIT, which is high intensity interval training. It consists of intense work / short rest, afterburn effect, which lasts up to 6 to 12 hours. So that means you're constantly burning calories after your last rep. It boosts your metabolism, so we're burning more calories, getting that body fat off of us, and continue to keeping that lean muscle. EPOC, which is excessive post-exercise oxygen consumption, which is pretty much the same thing as the afterburn. That's what pretty much the afterburn is. That's you continue to burn calories well after the workout. Okay. It's a different workout every day. We have a concept. Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday is all about resistance, lifting heavy weights, putting on that lean muscle. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is all about the cardiovascular days, trying to drop that body fat. And then we all know Saturday is a hybrid, which is a mixture of both cardiovascular and resistance training. And that's why everyone loves F45, because it has variety. The workouts always change up, and you never know what to expect when you come into the door. Okay. All right, so let's get into it. Muscle gain, fat loss, all of this good stuff, okay? So this right here is the body fat percentage screen, okay? So in the beginning, we asked what was the goal for the F45 challenge. And remember, the goal is not to worry about weight, but it's to increase our lean muscle mass and to decrease our body fat percentage, okay? So this guide right here is just a body fat percentage guide for both females and males. And it just lets you know what category you're in, okay? Most people are acceptable 25% to 31% as far as females body percent, and then males 18 to 25%. That's pretty much the average. All right, from our more fit people, you should be around a 21 to 24% for the females, 14 to 17. So we're athletes, we're down to 14 to 20 for females, 6 to 13, okay? And so we're going to be tracking. These are the numbers that we're really going to be tracking. So whenever you come and do your body scan, if you don't understand, just try to link up with a coach that's on the floor that time or during that session, and that way they can kind of explain. But this is very important. You always want to try to keep this guide, try to screenshot this guide, or just go back and look at the this info call to try to check out where you are. So I always say, see where you are right now based on the guide, and then try to set a goal to where you want to be towards the end of this 8-week challenge. So if you are in the acceptable or the average category and you want to say, hey, I want to try to work and get into the fitness category as far as body fat percentage, okay? So we're always trying to have small goals, okay? So muscle gain is all about lean muscle percentage. Fat loss is all about body fat percentage. Overall transformation, you want to have before and after pictures. All right, so we have male trainer or male coaches that will take pictures for the male members, and then we have our female coaches that will take pictures for the female members. So you want to take a full front body, side body, and back body photo, okay? So when you do take your photos, do understand that you have to strip down to your undergarments. So for guys, just your compressed shorts or your briefs. For females, your sports bra and your underpants, okay? So just remember, you will have to take, so whenever we take our before and after pictures, try to remember to wear the same thing. That way you can really see where you're starting to lose them inches off at, okay? All right, we will have a global winner. So you are participating in the challenge globally. You will have a global winner. And then here in our actual studio, we will have a male and female winner for both lean muscle mass and body fat percentage, which I'll go over to more. All right, so these are just pictures of our the last two winners. So as you can see, who is this? Nicole. She's from F45 4S Ranch. She won the body fat percentage for females. So she lost a total of 9.7% in 8 weeks. So you see how she leaned out? You're starting to see she's more defined. And then let's look at my guy, Jesse, right here. He lost a grand total of 11.8%, okay? And it's really a lot that has to do with your diet, all about how you eat during this challenge, okay? All right, so let's get over into it. So the challenge is broken off into 8 weeks, okay? Each phase is 2 weeks, okay? So the first phase is spring training, which is weeks 1 and weeks 2. All right, the goal is to build new habits that would get your body on track for transformation, okay? Take the guesswork out of it. Use the calorie calculators to estimate total daily calorie burn. Consume the right amount of calories. Too few isn't sustainable or healthy, okay? So always take the first 2 weeks to try to figure out how we're going to make this work, okay? Because whenever you're doing a challenge, you're doing something that you normally doesn't do, okay? This is not in your regular routine. So you're challenging yourself to do something different. Like you challenge yourself not to drink alcohol for 30 days. Not saying that you drink alcohol every day, it's just that 9 times out of 10, you're not going to go 30 days without drinking alcohol. So you challenge yourself. So that's the same thing we're going to do with these 8 weeks. So we're going to take spring training to establish these building blocks, okay? If we're not eating enough calories, take the time to eat enough calories, okay? Once you get a chance to start eating enough calories, let's start getting our water intake up. So you want to always take small victories, okay? Once you get the hang of your first and 2 weeks, then we're going to go into week 3 and 4, which is regular season, okay? Our first 2 weeks, we kind of already know what we're doing. We're getting enough calories, we're getting enough water, we're coming here, we're getting our exercises in at the studio. So now you're worried about your macros, okay? The importance of fats, proteins, and carbs, okay? Your body needs all your macros to repair muscle loss, energize you, and build strength. Understand how to refuel with them and what time of the day to enjoy them. Eat good, feel good, okay? So most importantly, after a workout, you want to try to get you some protein in, okay? If you work out early in the morning, I like to get a protein shake in or some scrambled tofu or something like that. I want to try to get some protein in within 30 minutes of my last rep, okay? 30 minutes of my last rep. You want to get that body start into recovery mode, start repairing the muscles that we just broke down during our sessions, okay? Now, after week 4, we've been getting it. We're halfway through the challenge. This is what we call the championship round, okay? Gut health affects overall health. Regular digestion, brain function, energy, and immunity. Micronutrients. So fruit, your veggies, your nuts, your seeds. It feeds gut bacteria and promote whole body health. Try to up your fiber, and practicing healthy habits can reshape digestion, health, and workouts, okay? So week 3 and 4 is all about the macros. And once you get your macros down, you want to start worrying about your micronutrients. So your vitamins, if you take vitamins, try to get more fruits, get more veggies into your meal. And just like I say, overall health. Because by this time, we've built great habits. We're getting our calories in, we're hitting our macros. And so now we're just filling in the small places. The big things are done, we're just filling in the small places. All right. When we get down to the last 2 weeks, it's the World Series. Everything's in place, so don't lose sight. So by this time, your body has already adapted to you doing all the good things that you've already done. All you have to do is finish strong. Health is for life. Now you have the tools to maintain peak performance. Stay focused on what your body needs to thrive. You will sustain results for the long run. Okay? Boom. All right, maintenance period, which I was talking about earlier. So this is where we're in right now. If you want to go ahead and get into the F45 Challenge app, you can go ahead and see what the maintenance period, they already have the recipes out on what you should eat. And all it is just a balanced carbs, proteins, and healthy fats. It helps maintain the body fat percentage that you're at and just control your nutrition environment. All right, these right here are a couple of the sample meals that you'll see in the F45 Challenge app. So this is a Buddha bowl. What's that? Some chickpeas, like some type of chicken, some avocado, lots of veggies. You have some chocolate coconut balls, nice little healthy snack. We have a cherry ripe smoothie. And just know that all of these recipes are in the F45 Challenge app. Okay. All right, so let's get into our meals. All right, so last competition, we did partner up with Vital Kitchen to help out with the meals. They did understand the concept of the challenge, so they were really informational and really coming out and helping us. You can still use Vital Kitchen as a meal substitute just to help you. If you don't want to just make your own meals, you don't have the time to cook or meal prep, Vital Kitchen is the way to go. You're looking at approximately 10 to 14 meals. And most time when people do meal prep, they mostly get their lunch and dinner. Breakfast is usually what people do on their own. They have pickup and delivery, and they are vegan and vegetarian friendly for my people who don't eat meat or dairy, okay? You can swap meals using meals from the same phase in the F45 Challenge app, which I'll go over. And swapping foods is just taking out chicken for fish, eggs for nuts and stuff like that. Really big about swapping your protein. Okay, so before I give you your actual calorie count for what F45 is looking for you, I want to let you know how your workouts go into play, okay? So you're going to have a set calorie count, which I'll go over in a few. But this is how you get your additional calories, okay? So the more you work out, the more you can eat. If you work out at least 3 times a week, you can have additional 200 calories a day, okay? So let's say for a female, our calorie count is for 1,500 calories a day. But we know that we're gonna work out at least 3 times a week, so we can increase that calorie count into 1,700 calories a day, okay? Same thing for 4 weeks, for 4 sessions, you increase it to 285, you increase it up to 350. If we're doing 7+ sessions, you're getting in, doubling it out, getting double days in, then you can add an additional 500 calories if need be. And that's only if you need to. The additional calories is if you're still hungry, like you got a late session in, say you just got into the 7:15 class, and it's 8 o'clock, but you pretty much had your supper already, and you don't have any more calories. Boom. But you know you worked out 6 times a week, so you know you still got 430 in the bank that you can still. So you can get you a nice smoothie, or get you some nice chicken with some rice or broccoli or something like that. So I only use the additional calories for if I need them. If you don't need them, don't use them, because the goal is to drop body fat, okay? All right, so I personally use MyFitnessPal for tracking all my meals. It's very simple. It has a scanner, a scan code on it. You can always scan it. You can always look at the package of whatever you're using, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You can crank how many servings and stuff you need like that. All right, so the average calorie intake for females is 1,300, okay? I say anywhere between 1,300 to 1,500, okay? So we do have some females that are a little bit more active and that burn a little bit more calories. So I say 1,300 to 1,500, okay? For my males, 1,900 to 2,100, okay? So you're looking at 1,900 calories to 2,100 calories, okay? You want to try to stay away from non-starchy foods. You want to try to stay away from starchy foods, Try to keep them roasted vegetables, veggie sticks and salsas. Just to boost your meals, get rid of that hunger feeling. For additional calories, you can do a protein shake, 75 grams for females, 150 grams for males. Okay. All right. So, like I say, the most important thing if you don't get anything out of this meeting, please download the F45 Challenge app. I think I have it right here. So when you download, you want to register with the studio, okay? Whatever email you have on file, whatever password you use to log into GoFox whenever you try to book a class, that is the information that you're going to use. And this is going to ask you a few questions. What are your goals? What are you trying to maintain? Get lean muscle, lose body fat, what studio you work at. And then once you finish all of that, it's going to pull up pretty much all of this, okay? So this right here to my left, this is pretty much what the challenge screen looks like. It lets you know what phase you in. So you see as this right here, this is the maintenance phase of week 3. It lets you know your starting weight, your current weight, and your goal weight. It lets you know your start body fat, your current body fat, and your goal body fat. And that's what you'll get off the body scan, okay? And you're entering all the measurements. All right. So this right here is the nutrition info. So it's healthy tips on just how to stay in goal, how to stay on track with your goals as far as with the F45 challenge. Has a bunch of information, why to avoid coffee, why to drink tea, even shows the winners, what to drink, what not to drink, and then all you need to know about the challenge, okay? Now, in the beginning, you heard me talk about the 45-point accountability measurement. So this right here is called goal tracking. It's right here in your F45 challenge app. So if you look at the bottom, this right here is the menu. So tracking is the second one. So when you click on it, this is how you get your 45 points, okay? So when you exercise, you automatically get 15 points. Boom, just off the muscle. So just coming in the door, knocking out you 45 minutes of work, that's 15 points off the muscle. All right, meals as planned, okay? So if you stick to the F45 meals or try to substitute as much as possible, as long as you get all 5 meals, that's the 3 main meals with the 2 snacks, you got your another 15 points. So if you break it down, that's 5 meals, so that's 3 points a meal. So if you don't get a chance to get all 5, just get what you want and multiply it by 3, okay? You have the choice of taking supplements, so like magnesium, let's get points like that. If you put lemon in your water, you get points for that. All right, you also get points for how much water you drink. So the goal is to drink anywhere between 2 to 3 liters of water every day. So what I normally do, I give me something simple, okay? Because it's very difficult to try to punish a full gallon of water if you're just drinking out the top of the gallon, okay? So let's do it. I take me a gallon of water and I pour it in this because I feel like the water goes down faster. I don't know if it's just a mind thing, but it always works. For me, it just helps me get my water down fast because I'm drinking out of something so smaller compared to me drinking out of a gallon. But if you prefer to drink out the gallon, drink out the gallon. A full gallon is 3.78 liters. So if you drink a full gallon, you're well over your 3 liters for the day, okay? So you see this drop box, you'll be able to drop it down, and based on how much water you drink, that's how many points. The max points you can get is 6 points, okay? Now, sleep is very important. The goal is to get 7, 8, even 9 hours of sleep, okay? So if you was able to get at least 7 hours of quality sleep, I'm talking about uninterrupted sleep, deep sleep, didn't hear your alarm sleep, then you want to track them 5 points, okay? Once you get all the points checked for that day, that's how you'll better keep up with your tracking goals, okay? This right here are the meals towards the right, and just let you know if you're cooking at home, it breaks down day by day with the recipe. If you want to order your meals online, order groceries online, recipe library, shopping list, okay? That's all in the app. So it's very important that you download the app. Remember, you want to use the email and the password that you use to log into GlowFox to book the classes. All right, so let's go. Maximum results. So the first 2 weeks are the hardest because, like I say, a challenge is you doing something that you normally doesn't do. So the first 2 weeks, you have to build that habit of, hey, I'm in this challenge and I'm in to win it. So you have to stick it out. Stick to the plan, shop and meal prep in advance. that would save you so much time because you'll know what you're gonna eat when you're supposed to eat it. It's very bad when you're in a challenge and you haven't meal prepped and you've been going all day because work has got hectic, and then now you're like, man, what do I eat? And you just don't have the time to cook, and that's when you kind of fall off. That's when you start doing your microwavable meals and your quick meals or the fast food or the Uber Eats and stuff like that, and it kind of throws you off track. So let's use these first 2 weeks to just get in the habit. Like I said, it will be hard, but I promise you it will help you out in the end, okay? No alcohol. I know that's very hard, especially during a time like this where we can't really go out and socialize. So try to stick away from the alcohol. If you feel like you need to drink some alcohol, go run or something. That's what I try to do. Try to build different habits. That's what it's all about, building different habits. Say you want a minimum 8 hours of sleep. Fasted cardio is your friend, okay? If you work out in the morning, you're already on point. Fasted cardio. So let's try not to eat. Try to get here, especially on these cardiovascular days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let's try to come in these morning classes, fill them out. Get that cardio done, and just where you're just burning way extra more calories, okay? Ginger and green tea with warm lemon. That's something that you could drink in the morning. I personally like water and lemon. I try to drink at least 32 ounces of water as soon as I wake up. So that's kind of a different way, because I used to drink a lot of coffee and a lot of Red Bull, but I feel like water is like my best friend, especially with some water and with lemon. It just kind of shakes that grogginess out of me, and it kind of just gets me started for my day. 32 ounces of water. All right, remember, you want to drink 2 to 3 liters of water every single day, if not more. All right, protein shake supplement after resistance training. So remember, like I said, after you finish working, the goal is to get that protein in our system as soon as possible. A lot of times I have my protein powder in the car when I leave the gym. All I gotta do is add water to my shaker, pour it in there, shake it up, and I'm drinking it on my way to the house, okay? Try to always have that protein ready. That way you can get it within your window, okay? BCAAs, base chain amino acids during your workout. And what that does is that, for those who don't know, it kind of helps retain your muscle. So amino acids kind of help your muscles from breaking down during tough workouts, okay? So it's not recommended, but for those who do a lot of cardio, for my runners like myself, I take BCAAs every day. Just because I do so much cardio, I know once you get to a certain limit, after about 30, 35 minutes of cardio, your body starts to burn your muscle. And that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to hold on to our muscle. So that's what the BCAAs help. It helps us keep our muscle even when we continue to be in that long stated cardio phase. All right. L-carnitine in the morning, that's just an energy booster. Fat burns helps boost your metabolism as well. Magnesium oil for post-workout, and at night, you want to substitute max weight with high reps for resistance, okay? So you want to pick the biggest weight that you can handle and get as many reps as possible to get that muscle growth, okay? So you don't want to go too heavy when you're on a 35-second timer and you only get 5 reps in. You want to pick a weight that you can get 55 reps in 35 seconds, but it's still big enough and heavy enough to challenge you, okay? All right, before and after pictures, I already talked about it. It's mandatory if you're going to compete in the global, for the global challenge process. Remember, it's a front, back, and a side, full body. So we need to see head to toe. All right, remember, underwear or swimwear. We're going to have a white background. Pretty much you're going to take it in the bathrooms up here. Good lighting, we have all of that. Male coaches with male members, and then female coaches with female members. So let's try to get that in. So I recommend, if you get your body scan, go ahead and try to get your photos as well. But try to always make sure you do it, especially for my females, when it's a female coach here. Okay? That way you can make sure we get your pictures the same time you get your scan. All right, so I've been talking about body scans all day if you came to the classes today. Before and after body scans, midpoint body scans are optional, okay? We are starting our body scans on August 16th after 11, pretty much after the second class on Sunday. If you are unable to attend, you must scan within 7 days prior to the startup challenge. So that was last Monday. So like I explained in the class today, if you're not able to make it here Sunday, get it with someone. That way we can try to get you in before Sunday. You want to try to get your scan as close as you can to the start date. That way it can be as accurate as possible. Okay? Before class or after class, if you're already here, I do recommend you do it before class starts, because if you do it after you've already worked out, it will kind of throw off your results just a smidgen, okay? Remember, schedule, give it about 10 minutes to do it. So we usually try to get here 15, 20 minutes before the class. So if you come early in the morning, you know the first class starts at 6, try to get here about 5:45, get the scan in. Or if you come in the evening, you know our first class starts at 5:15, try to get here about 5 p.m. and get the scan in. And then that way we can also get your picture in, okay? If you haven't already, you know the Fit 3D does require you to create an account. And that account just keeps up with all your history. So every time you get a body scan, you can always go back and compare to the latest body scan or your very first body scan, and it just kind of helps you keep track. It's like a digital track of your body composition, okay? Boom. All right, let's talk about the prizes. I have to get back with you with the global prizes, but here in our studio, we will have male and female winners, like I say, for both lean muscle and body fat percentage, okay? The first place member in both male and female categories would get a 1-month complimentary membership. So that's 30 days on us for you getting it in for 8 weeks, okay? And then for our second and third place winners, you get 50% off. So that's still, we take up half of the bill for you getting it in and working hard, okay? All right, remember, you wanna register with our studio. It is Arts District, F45. It does ask for the address. Was it 1302 Houston Avenue? Okay. If you're unable to complete it on the challenge app, you can go online at f45challenge.com. Okay. And if you have a friend that's trying to join, that's not a member, they can also hit us up at f45training.com/artdistrict. And you can also give us a call at 713-331-5545. You can use that number to set up your body scan schedule or appointments. That way you can make sure somebody is here. Use that number if you have any questions about when you need to take your picture or how can you take your picture and stuff like that. Okay. All right, awesome. All right, so just a few things. How do I stop sharing? All right, boom. All right, so just a few things to go over. All right, so we will be starting a 415 class during the challenge, okay? So that's just to give all the members a chance to come out and get a work in. So it will be 4 classes in the evening and still 2 classes during the day. So that's a total of 6 classes that you get a chance to come out Monday through Thursday and get a workout in. Probably Friday and Saturday will pretty much stay the same, but we'll probably add the 415 class on Friday. But don't quote me on that. I will get back to you. Other than that, I say just try to keep it simple. When you get a little too complex, you start to lose focus and it becomes real hectic and you kind of give up a lot easier. So start on the small things. So in my case, I always start with my calories, making sure I'm getting enough food. So that's why you use the MyFitnessPal, because it's self-monitoring. You get to see what you're actually putting in your body and how many calories it is. So you see if you're not eating enough or you see if you're eating too much. That's what self-monitoring is, because then you're very mindful about what you're eating. Because when you see that you've got a Whopper from Burger King and it was 600 calories and your calorie intake for the day is 1,300, you're like, man, that's half of my calories all day and that's only one meal, okay? You want to try to stick to filling foods. I am plant-based, so I like to stick to like beans, lentils, peas and stuff like that, because they're low in calories, but they're very, very filling. So I can eat a lot of those. So I can eat lentils at least 3 times a day and probably won't even break 1,000 calories, but they're very filling and they're full of nutrition. Potatoes, unless you're trying to stay away from carbs, but I love potatoes. For snacks, popcorn. Believe it or not, popcorn is low in calories and it comes from kernel corn. So it's not that bad for you. And it's very filling. People that eat popcorn, you know, you can get full off a bag of popcorn in no time. Drink your water. Your water plays a big, important role in your fitness journey. Whether you're maintaining, trying to put on lean muscle, or just lose body fat, drinking water plays a big part. Because a lot of times when you think you're hungry, you probably just need some water, believe it or not. And I drink water all the time, all the time, all the time. If you have any questions and stuff like that, don't be afraid to reach out to the Facebook group or just ask one of the coaches when you're in the session, because we're here to help you during these 8 weeks. Myself personally, I will be participating in the challenge. Last time I didn't, but I will be participating in the challenge. And I'll try to post stuff in the group about things that I do. I like to cook, so I try to post some of our plant-based meals and some of the recipes. We try to just, you know what I'm saying, keep each other accountable. All right, if you have friends inside the gym or family members or significant others, help them out. Keep each other accountable. 3 ways to help maintain your fitness goals is 1, accountability, okay? If you show up, that's you did the first thing, because we can't make nothing happen if you don't show up, okay? 2nd is the workouts. F45 provides you with a variety of workouts that changes every day. They always helping you with lean muscle, cardio, or just a mixture of both. And then the thing after that is nutrition, okay? So during the challenge, you pretty much have all the nutrition info that you need. You just have to put it to use, okay? Like I say, they have the shopping list, they have the recipes with everything. You just have to put them to use. And just like say, swap out what you like. Look at what they have for the week. If you look at the shopping list, you're like, oh, I don't eat chickpeas. See what you can swap out for chickpeas, like black beans or green beans. That's like, you want to just try to swap it out. That way you can try to keep that same balance within the meal structure for that week. Because as we get deeper into the challenge, the meals will start to change, because our workouts will be according to the challenge. So F45 always make their workouts according to the challenge and the meals according to our workouts. That's why I say the F45 challenge is very, very, very important. Very, very important. If you need help setting it up, I will be here Thursday, and we have coaches, Coach RJ here tomorrow, Coach Trishan here tomorrow, and that will help you be able to set it up, okay? It takes hardly no time, about 5 minutes. I literally did it right before we jumped on the call, just so I can see how it works. Like I said, ask you a few questions, and you just get it in, okay? So let's go over some of the main points. For my females, our calorie count is anywhere between 1,300 to 1,500. For my males, we're looking at 1,900 to 2,100, okay? Let's not forget about our additional days. So if you already try to plan out your days you're gonna work out. That way you can have that additional calories. Let me find it in case you didn't get a chance to write it down. Boom, 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 boom. Where we at? Sorry. Here we go, boom. All right, so remember, we work out 3 days a week, you get an additional 200 calories. If you work out 4 days a week, you get an additional 280 calories. If we work out 5 days a week, we get additional 350 calories. 6 days, you get an additional 400. And you work out at least 7+ days, you get an additional 500 calories. And that is per day. That's not just on the day that you work out, that is per day, okay? So that way you can kind of play with it. And like I say, use the first 2 weeks, because F45 might have set their standards a little low. You might feel like 1,500 calories is not enough for you. Crank it up, 1,550, 1,600, okay? Everybody is different. So what F45 is doing is just giving you a guideline. And the guideline can always change, but it just gives you a guideline on what to do and where to start, okay? We're all going to start at the same place, but we're always going to finish differently. But we're all trying to finish. That's the goal. We're all trying to finish. Boom, boom, boom. All righty. Other than that, do we have any questions? Yay? Nay?
Yeah, I have a question. This is Keitra. So for a female that's trying to lean out, what would be a recommended protein powder brand?
Protein powder brand. It's hard for me to answer that. I have to ask someone, because like I say, I'm plant-based, so I take vegan protein, and I use what's called Green Beret, and I use Red Mills. I use 2 different ones. I use Green Beret because it's more for my resistance training workout. It literally only has 2 grams of carb and 20 grams of protein per scoop. So, you know, whenever I finish working out, remember, it's all about trying to get that protein in your system. But I also have another one that's about 10 grams of 10 grams of carbs and 10 grams of protein. And I use that in the morning for like a breakfast shake. But I want to say, just try to Google, look at reviews. I honestly just got on supplements at least 3 years ago. For the longest, I just would not take supplements. So if you can't get the supplements in your food, just try to go to a nutrition advisor, or just ask Trish and Mare, because I believe they're not plant-based, and they could probably give you a kind of better idea on what's a good protein for you if you're not plant-based. I know a lot of plant-based protein, people don't like it because it tastes like chalk. So
Okay.
I never recommend it. I never
Dude,
recommend it because it just has a nasty taste. But if you are taking protein and you could probably help Khadijah out, you're more than welcome to just hop on the mic and just give her some options.
Yeah. So this is Pre here. So I was talking to Mara and Tristan about this a few months ago as well. And they use My Protein. There's this brand called My Protein, and they have both vegan and non-vegan options. And I started using it about a month ago, and their vegan one is actually really good. It tastes great in protein shakes. I make smoothies out of it. So that's what I've been using. I just bought like a 5-pound bag from their website recently. And yeah, that's pretty good, I think. And I have the same goal. I'm trying to lean out, build lean muscle mass, cut back on fat. So My Protein is pretty good.
On Amazon?
My Protein, I just go on their website. They have a sale going on right now. It's called myprotein.com. And they have like 45% off sale going on right now if anyone's interested.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I just ordered it off their website, and it's free delivery too. So I get it within 2 days.
All right, can you tell me which flavor you like by them?
Yeah, it's chocolate one. I actually got both. I really like their chocolate one for smoothies. And I make oatmeal using protein powder too, like hot oatmeal. And it mixes really well with oatmeal as well, unlike like whey protein. This is the vegan one that I'm talking about. And yeah, it tastes like pudding. So that's a vanilla flavored protein powder. Again, vegan, that I got from myprotein.com.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I can send the link to the website in the chat box if you guys want.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's the one that Tristan and Mira use as well, actually.
Awesome. Thank you.
Myprotein.com. Yeah, I think they have like a 45% sale going on right now, so not a bad deal. I'll send it over right now. How do you chat? Oh, okay, there you go. Chat. Okay. There you go. You guys should have it.
It looks like it has the BCAA that you were talking about, Dee.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, they have
Have
everything basically, from protein powder to BCAAs. I haven't tried their BCAAs yet. For BCAAs, I use this brand called Extend, that I get from HEB actually. It's pretty decent, and I drink it during my workout.
Which product on the myprotein.com?
Yeah,
Are we
so if you go into nutrition, I use their vegan protein.
Is it called My Vegan?
Yeah.
Clear Vegan Isolate?
No, it's a vegan blend. So it's
Protein blend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
Really?
trying to find the link for it. Yeah, vegan protein blend.
Oh, and chocolate or vanilla. Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, I see.
I just sent the link for that. And I'll also send the link for the X10 BCAAs that I'm talking about. Or you can also just get it from myprotein.com. But it will be their own brand for BCAAs. Let's see here. Okay. So, all right, this is the BCA that I use. I'm sending it over to chat right now. I like the blueberry flavor. Tastes pretty good with like cold water. Oh, blue raspberry ice, sorry.
And another thing you can do with BCAAs is if you use a big jug, like if you use a gallon jug, usually I put 2 scoops of BCAAs in there. That way I'm drinking BCAAs all throughout the day. All throughout the day. Because even if you're not working out, you're constantly moving and you're constantly burning calories. Okay?
Yeah.
That's a form, another form. If some people just can't take it right during the workout or right after the workout or something like that. So you can kind of put it with your 2 to 3 liters and kind of drink it throughout the day as well.
Yeah, that's what I do. So I have one like during the workout and like 1 scoop throughout the day. You know, it's a great drink whenever I feel like having something sweet. I go for this drink. Yeah, I put in my shaker and just drink it throughout the day. Yeah.
All righty. Any other questions? Remember, no question is a bad question because somebody might be wanting to ask it, even if it's very simple.
I have a question about the, was it Vital Kitchen?
Uh-huh.
How do we order through them?
Uh,
Do they have a website? Because they're in Houston, right? But I wasn't able to like.
Let me see. Well, I know they used to have a bunch of different places you can pick it up at.
Right, I don't think they have that anymore.
If you go to they have a Instagram page.
I know. I don't do Instagram, so that's my frustration.
Oh, you don't use
Well, they have a website. It's Vital Kitchen CO with vitalkitchen.co. And like it's pretty self-explanatory. You could just go through.
But like F45 or Challenge or something also does meals, right?
I don't know if they do it here, though. I don't know if it's just.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they do it here because I know a lot of this stuff is based out of Australia, so I'm not sure if they do it here.
Okay, because I saw an advertisement. I keep seeing advertisements for it, and so I didn't know if it was something like it would get shipped to my house or.
I don't know. That's a good question. That is good. I don't know.
I don't know which one's cheaper or what.
Let me see. I'm actually on the website, the app now. Let me see if I can order the meals. They will? Okay. So Rebecca says, yes, you can order on the F45 Challenge app and get the F45 Challenge meals, and they will ship them to your home.
Are they good?
Have you tried them? She said she hasn't tried them. She said that will even ship them to the studio as well.
Are the Vital Kitchen meals good?
I haven't tried those. No.
I know a lot of members tried them during the last challenge. We still have some members that still use them to this day. What I like about them is that everything that they do is plant-based except for their protein, unless you specifically ask for plant-based protein. So like all of their side meals, their sweet potatoes, their rice is all plant-based, no dairy, no milk or nothing in it. The only thing that is not plant-based is their protein. So because they do chicken and fish and stuff like that. So I mean, they're really good. And I've had a few items from them, like even their desserts. Like they have this chai pudding that is like.
I just need something that's like the calories are already calculated for me. Yeah. So because
it takes out the guesswork for you.
Yeah.
For the L-carnitine for like energy. Is it just something you're taking like early in the day or what? Like
so the one that I take it twice a day. So I take it one time as soon as I wake up in the morning. And then the second time I usually try to take it before I work out. Because it's kind of like I say, it boosts your metabolism. So I literally I take the intense one, which makes me sweat immediately. I'm talking about like it's immediate. So I'm trying to get that fat off me. And it's just different. You can take it with your shake But 9 times out of 10, you take it either half a cap in the morning and then half a cap at in the afternoon. That way, it's working all throughout the day. And it's different type of brands. I wish I would have brought the ones that I use because I shop at 5-Star Nutrition, and that's pretty much where I get all my supplements from. I use the Air Quarantine. They have the regular version, then they have the extreme version. Like the extreme version does have a little bite to it. Like I say, you start sweating immediately. And I've been using it for, I just started using the extreme probably for 2 weeks now, and I'm starting to see results just on my clothes starting to getting a little looser and whatnot, especially in the side from the COVID quarantine going on. I use my BCAAs. I use Anabolic Warfare, which is the same people that make the Green Beret vegan protein. And I try to use the same brand, because a lot of times the brands make their products to kind of match together or stack. That's the terminology they use in a bodybuilding word. You want to try to stack. So whether it's protein, BCAAs, and your L-carnitine, you want to try to keep it under the same brand. That way, because those products are usually trying to work together. You don't want nothing to kind of counteract one of them out or something like that. But that's just a little small recommendation that I would say. Try to use everything from the same brand if possible.
Cool.
That Green Beret, is that online or where do you get it?
I go to they have a storefront. It's all the way on the Westheimer and Hillcroft. But you can go online. It's called 5-Star Nutrition. Westheimer location, and they can ship it to you as well. Yeah. If you go up there, just ask for a guy named Brian. Say, hey, Coach D sent me, and he will take care of you. They also have a body scan up there as well. So we have the body scan here, and it's always good to get something else to kind of compare it to. So I always get a body scan there whenever I'm there, and it's free as well. So you just say, hey, I know Coach D, blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, get on the body scan, and that way you can kind of compare it. And they print it out, and they one thing I like about 5-Star Nutrition is that everybody up there is a licensed nutrition. So it's not just somebody who's working up there. So when they explain stuff to you, they're going to explain it to you in depth. That's the only reason I even started taking supplements, because they was letting me know, hey, this is what it's going to do to your body. And if it's not doing this, then try this and try that. And they kind of helped me out with my meal plan and all that kind of stuff. So I really love going to 5-Star Nutrition. They always give me a bunch of information, and they're very, very helpful. And they love what they do, and they're willing to help you out with any type of goal that you're trying to succeed. And they'll point you in the right direction. And if they don't have it, they'll send it to you. They'll send you to the person that does have it, to the company that does have it. So they're always very, very helpful. And you can always go up there and use that body scan. Like I say, it's just something that you can compare, that you can kind of see what this machine does and kind of say what that machine does, and kind of make like an even medium out of that. Okay, and that's 5-Star Nutrition on Westheimer and Hillcroft. It's right next to Vitamin Shop, literally right next to Vitamin Shop. And they have female BCAAs. They have female protein as well. Do we have anybody trying to be in a global challenge? Just try it. I say knock it out. Yeah. Believe it.
Do we sign up for it differently or separately?
Is it separate?
No, I mean, when you sign up in the challenge, just let us know, hey, we're going to be in global. That way you can push the information to global, or whether you're just going to stay in the house. Yeah, it's just a simple click of a button to whether you want to be in a global challenge or just be in the studio challenge.
Okay.
But to be in a global challenge, you must do the before and after pictures.
Thank you.
You got it.
I want the global, man.
You want the global?
Yeah, from now.
Win it. I like Flower Child. Yeah, great food.
Wait, who goes to Flower Child?
I do.
I like that place too.
Awesome.
They just opened one in the Heights.
Yeah, I love that place. I go to the one in Uptown. Food is delicious.
Yeah, they opened it on my birthday, so I went there.
Oh yeah, that's where it's at. I love that. You just go there, order, sit down. They just bring the goods. Just eat all day.
So if I buy my food from there, then like I can drop this like 15 pounds.
Probably so, yeah, because I mean, all of their food is fresh. All of their food is really good.
It's really good. Okay.
And it's not that pricey either. Like a
Mm-mm.
lot of places like that are kind of pricey. They're not that pricey. They have reasonable prices. I like them.
All right.
Righty. Any more questions? All right. Thank y'all for coming up or showing up to our info meeting. If you just was scared to ask a question or just can't think of a question right now, as soon as you think about it, reach out to one of the coaches. Or I'm gonna try to get the Facebook group up and going, see where that's at, and I'm gonna send an email out or get an email sent out for everybody. That way we can all get into the Facebook group and just start getting it going. All about keeping each other accountable. Even if you're not doing the challenge, still just show up and just try to make small little baby changes. And that's what it's all about, baby steps. That's like when I tell anybody that I train, I always say, please count the small victories. Please count the small victories. You signing up for the challenge is a small victory because that means you're taking the necessary steps to make whatever changes to reach whatever goals you're trying to reach. So signing up for the challenge is a small victory. And then meeting your calories for a day is a small victory. Drinking all your water that you need to drink for a day is a small victory. Count them small victories because the small victories turn into big victories. And big victories get you big results. Okay? So remember, take the first 2 weeks. So the challenge starts Monday. What's today? Tuesday. So you got less than a week to try to get your setup going before the challenge starts, because you don't want to start on the challenge day to try to get your setup going. Let's try to start now. Take the weekend and look out over the shopping list. Try to get your groceries for that week, because one thing about F45, they pretty much give you all the meals for that week. And the shopping list lets you know everything that you need to get from the grocery store. So you can get all your groceries and just get ready to start meal prepping your food. If you don't want to cook every day, then don't cook every day. Cook enough food for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then when Wednesday get here, cook enough food for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And usually Sundays is like a cheat meal or not so sticking to the plan meal. But since we are doing a challenge, we want to try to stick with it. So we make sure on Sunday, if we're not going to, it's not even about not doing it, just get to it and continue to stick to the plan. 8 weeks strong. I'm going to be right there with y'all. No alcohol. I mean, I don't drink like that anyway, but no alcohol, drinking water. I'm going to try to stay away from my coffee. Every now I do have coffee. I am a caffeine junkie, as you can tell. I'm always loud. But I'm going to try to do no caffeine for 8 weeks, drink nothing but water, and I'm going to stick with it. And I'll let y'all know my ups and downs throughout the challenge, and you let me know your ups and downs, and we can help each other continue to keep on going. Got it?
I think I'm grumpy already. Thinking about no coffee.
You just got to shake it out. And don't, and for some reason, I don't know why a lot of people like to do this. They're like, oh, I can't drink for 8 weeks, so I'm going to just drink it all this weekend. That is not a good idea. It's not a good idea.
How'd you already know my plans, D?
It's gonna be bad. I promise you, because you're gonna drink all of that, and then that's what within 2 days you're gonna be like, man, I really miss it. And it's gonna be all bad. So try to start now, weeing it out. If you're gonna start the challenge, I say make Saturday your last day drinking alcohol. Don't even drink alcohol on Sunday. It's too close to the day. You got it on your lips. You got the taste. So if you're going to drink alcohol, try to finish it out on Saturday. If you're going to finish it all, I'm talking about finish it all out. And that way you take the whole Sunday to recover, flush it out your system, and that way Monday you start nice and fresh. Okay, same thing with me. Like I'm going to try to drink my last cup of coffee, drink my last Red Bull on Saturday. Then after that, squeaky clean. I'm right there with y'all. 2 to 3 liters a day, making it happen.
So we don't need to drink coffee, coach, or?
You want to try to avoid it as much as possible.
It's very hard.
I know. Like I say, it's a challenge. That's what it's all about.
Uh-huh.
The challenge.
Okay.
Yeah. The goal is to try to challenge yourself to take coffee out of your diet at least for the next 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You might get to the point to where you're so good when the 8 weeks is over, you might not even need coffee, or you might not need it as much as you did before.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I drink 32 ounces of water, which has helped me a lot, and I use lemon water. So give you 32 ounces. And like soon as I wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, and I just chug 32 ounces. And it kind of just like, it kind of get that grogginess out of me, kind of like gets me nice and energized. It gets me ready for the day. All right.
Okay.
All right. If there's
Okay.
not any more questions, oh, we still got a question?
What about tea? There is a question here.
Uh, Black tea is fine. No sugar though. You want to try to stick away from sugar. Yeah. So even if you're gonna drink coffee, because I'm like I say, it's gonna be hard in the beginning. If you just have to have a cup, try to stick away from that cream and from that sugar.
But is it okay to drink it with honey, the tea?
The honey? I'm not a big tea drinker, and I don't eat honey. That is a good question. I'm gonna
What
write.
about with almond milk or any kind of like plant-based
Oh yeah, most definitely.
milk?
Yeah, because I mean that's what I use almond and cashew milk in my
Yeah, me too.
protein shake. Yeah, because it's full of protein and it's not dairy. But yeah,
Honey,
almond milk is fine.
honey has a lot of calories.
It does.
Has a lot.
But there is one that only has like 30 calories, I think.
Honey for 1 tablespoon. Let me see. Honey and tea.
I don't know, but then I used to avoid avocados too, so I don't know anymore.
So with the thing with food, so a lot of people like to avoid carbs or avoid fats. If you eat too much of any macros, you're gonna gain weight. So if I eat only protein, I'm gonna gain weight because your body needs a balance. Your body needs a balance. That's why like keto diets don't last long. They're like a crash diet because you lose so much weight and then as soon as you go back to eating carbs, all the weight comes back on you because your body needs a balance. It always needs a balance. Carbs is our main source of energy that we use throughout the day. So your body needs carbs, but a lot of people like to avoid carbs. So you just try to find that balance. It's good to have fats, but you want good fats like avocados and any type of seeds, so like pecans, almonds, cashews. But the only thing with fats is that fats are so high in calorie because 1 gram of fat is 9 calories compared to carbs and protein. 1 gram of 1 gram of protein is only 4 calories. So you got to think fat is already double 1 carb or 1 gram of protein. So you just got with fats, you just gotta be just real mindful because you can have 10 almonds and then next thing you know, that's 300 calories right there. And we know 10 almonds is not going to fill us up. It's just going to get a little taste in your mouth. So you want to try to, that's where the slopping foods come out at. That's why I say you want to try to use the MyFitnessPal because everything comes back in a circle. Use the MyFitnessPal to see what you're eating. All right, if you're snacking on nuts and you see that you're eating 20 to 30 nuts and it's giving you 400 calories, swap it out for some fruit because fruit is filling and it's low in calories because you can eat you 30 grams of grapes and it's probably 10 calories. But I promise you, you'll have a nice satisfied appetite off those 30 grapes than you will off those 20 almonds. So it's all about swapping food. So you just gotta see what works because what works for somebody might not work for others. Okay? So it's just little stuff like that. So I say I wouldn't necessarily say honey is bad. Just see how it affects your body within the first 2 weeks. Okay? And I do recommend that you get a scan every 2 weeks because that way you don't want to get so far in the challenge and you've been kind of making the wrong choices or whatnot. So the first 2 weeks you see where you at, where you get a scan before the challenge. Then 2 weeks after that, we're finished with spring training. All right, boom. I take a scan and I compare it to my first scan. And okay, and I see if my numbers going the right direction. If my lean muscle mass going up, is my body fat percentage going down? We're not too necessarily looking at the weight. We're looking at lean body mass and body fat percentage. This is what we want to do. Go opposite directions, okay? So every 2 weeks, I recommend you get a scan to try to make an appointment. It's not mandatory, but it's just something if you just want to keep an eyes closed. It's another thing of self-monitoring, okay? Self-monitoring. That's what I preach all the time. That kind of helps you with your goals. If you see what you're doing, if you see what you're eating, it'll make you mindful of what you're going to do in the future and what you will eat in the future. All good? Make sure I check it. All right, perfect. All right, so let's get this weekend. Let's start building these good habits. Let's try to get these body scans in. Like I said, if you can't make it for Sunday, try to get it in before Sunday. You want it as close as you can to the start date. So if you know you can't make it on Sunday, but you can make it on Saturday, make it on Saturday and try to get that scan in. Then once you get the scan in, let's go ahead and get these pictures going, okay? Let's try to make sure, I know we have female coaches on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday. So Tuesday through Saturday, we do have female coaches here, and we also will have Taylor and Ashlyn here as well to help out with the pictures for the females. And you know, me, Coach RJ, Coach Trishan, Coach Kurt will be here for all the males to get those pictures in. And remember, you want to try to wear the same thing. So just remember, whenever you're taking a picture, what are you going to wear? Because you want to take that picture with the same outfit every time. And I would recommend you take pictures every 2 weeks too, but that's totally up to you. If you need to, just let me know. I'm all about, because that's how you can see every 2 weeks, you can kind of see what your body is doing. Because you might not see it just by looking at yourself every day, but if you compare a picture from this day, from day 1 to day 14, then you can be like, okay, I see my little waistline trying to shrink up. I see my little bicep trying to poke out and stuff like that, okay? Pictures say it all. They say it all. They see the stuff that you don't see. Well, they show the stuff that you don't see, that I should say, okay? So every 2 weeks, we try to get a scan. Every 2 weeks, we try to get a picture. Take this week to start logging into the F45 challenge. Get registered for the challenge. Let's get these scans. Let's get these pictures, and let's get started. Alrighty?
All right, sounds great.
All right, awesome. Good job. Thank y'all for showing up. I hope to see y'all in the gym Thursday for Red Diamond. Other than that, reach out to the number. Get the email sent out pretty soon about the Facebook group, hopefully by the end of this week. And let's not forget about the 415 class that we will be starting next week during the challenge as well. Okay, so you go and start planning your weeks out. That way we can get ready to be successful in this challenge. Okay, I'll see y'all throughout the week. Y'all have a great rest of the night. And till then, be safe. Okay, goodbye.
All right, send me a
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.